I forgot you got to do the musical intro.
Oh yeah, okay. Dude, this is gonna pop so much. Like,
Do you want to put that sock on it?
the sock.
There's a sock on the floor for some reason. And if you put that over the top, I mean, that's definitely a used, worn sock. But if you... Yeah! Welcome to episode 3 of Me and Mike, the podcast, exclusive to Patreon.
And video and DVD. Yeah! Hey guys, this is Mike and Lewis here for the Me
Not
and
on
Mike
video and
podcast.
DVD.
Yeah, it will be though.
Well, who's going to pay for that?
Oh, guys, we've got our first guest. It's Woody the Cowboy.
Can you not
G'day,
play
guys.
with my toys?
Toy Story 4 is coming out, and I came on to do some promo.
Hey, Woody,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Toy Story 4 being a shameless cash grab by Disney, even though Toy Story 3 had a perfect conclusion and it should end with that?
Oh, we should just make it clear that I'm holding up Woody the Cowboy from Toy Story for those who's not watching the video.
Yes, my doll that I got because
No,
I
it's the
loved
real, no,
Toy
it's the
Story
real
3
Woody.
so
It's
much.
the real Woody.
Oh, it's the real
Sorry,
Woody.
Sorry, Lewis, I am the real Woody. And I think that you're being naive. I think Toy Story is a fantastic franchise that will entertain children for the rest of the eternity of the universe. I'm Woody the Cowboy. There's a snake in my boot.
I think.
Oh, he said there's a snake in my boot, Lewis. Bloody let him be.
I'm trying to talk to Woody and you're fucking interrupting me, okay?
Hey, Mike,
me and
shut
Woody
the fuck up. I'm talking to Lewis. We're having a real talk.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
geez,
Woody,
sorry,
aren't
guys.
you a G-rated movie, dude? You can't
Sorry,
be swearing
guys.
on a podcast,
Disney-
man. Like, this is...
I think Woody's...
Is Toy
hang
Story
on.
4 rated R?
Toy Story 4 is rated MA.
MA?
For some drug use.
Some drug use?
I was on a lot of cocaine when I was making this film.
So, but that's fine. You can be on cocaine when you're filming something, but is there actually cocaine usage within the film?
No, there's not. It's actually G-rated.
Well, that's a shame because we had such potential with talking about an MA-rated Toy Story, and now
Yeah.
you've just ruined the bit.
We nearly...
Woody.
Oh,
Yeah, so...
sorry, yes,
so
there
just-
is. Yes, there is.
Oh, there is.
Yes, I changed my mind.
You changed your mind.
I just
oh, okay.
hang on, let me call the director. Hello, director. Is there coke? Yes, there... Okay, cool. Yes, there is. I've just called the director.
Oh, there was cocaine. Right.
Yes.
Who was doing cocaine in the film?
Buzz does some in one scene. Bo
Right.
Peep and Woody do some in
To
one scene.
infinity and beyond.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a kid's movie.
But is it educational about the perils of,
Oh,
of
absolutely.
drug use?
Oh, absolutely. I'm Woody
So-
the Cowboy.
Well, I know that you're Woody the Cowboy. You've said that before.
Psych,
Are you
it was
right?
me the whole time. That wasn't the real Woody. This is just a toy I got from your room.
Oh.
That's not the real Woody at all.
Oh, I thought it was a real Woody.
Guys, it's just a toy. This
So
isn't
is-
the real Woody.
So hang on, is Toy Story G or MA?
It's G.
Oh, that's a shame because we had such a good
Yeah.
comedic potential.
No,
with talking
I
about the
don't-
MA
I don't
version
wanna
of Toy Story.
all of my content is M15 plus. I
Right.
never go above M.
Really?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Ah.
Anyway, the whole point of this for me doing it was I was supposed to plug my podcast.
Can I just say that before Mike did that, he before we started recording this podcast, he grabbed the Woody off my shelf and hid it behind his back for a couple minutes and was like, "Oh, don't tell Lewis about the surprise I have in store." And,
That was great.
I just wanted you to know that I knew you had it the whole time. And
No,
I was,
you did not.
Yeah, because do you remember when I told you to pick up the sock and then you leant forward and
Yeah.
then there was Woody just on
So
the
you
couch
didn't
there?
know the whole time that I had it.
Perhaps not the whole time, but it wasn't much of a surprise.
13, 10, 60 guys, did Lewis know?
No one can call the show.
Also, can I just ask
Yeah.
or just make a comment?
Yeah.
So right now, the people can't see this on the video, but Woody is just lying on the floor, like the
Yeah.
same way he would
Yeah.
in the Toy Story films when like Andy is
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
in the room. He like plays dead, I guess you could say. All the toys play dead. Do you reckon he comes alive when you're not here and he just walks around with all your other
Well,
like
I was
Funko
actually
Pop
thinking,
vinyls?
Toy Story 2, big plot hole, that supermarket probably had security cameras. So,
Right. Well, it was released in like 2001 before like video.
yeah,
I
I
guess
reckon
video
they,
was,
no,
like,
they, I
yeah.
reckon they would have had security cameras. So, is no
Someone-
one watching those security cameras or are
Well,
the toys invisible
No, but
to cameras?
I mean, on that point, like I used to work in retail and we had security cameras.
Yeah.
You're never watching the security cameras like overnight. They do film.
But you're
overnight.
telling me in the history of mankind, no one's
you're right.
ever looked at a security camera in a toy store.
That would happen. That's
Yeah.
interesting, man. I never thought of that.
Exactly. And we know that even if there is some magical component to the toys, and that's how they come alive, as we saw in the movie Bird Box, even
Haven't
if
seen
you
it.
look at a monster
Haven't seen it.
through the camera,
Why are you spoiling it?
it'll still kill you.
Anyway, in Kingdom Hearts 3, you can
Yeah.
play in a Toy Story world, so
Oh, that's sick.
you get Woody and Buzz.
You know, my favorite video game when I was younger was like
Toy
a
Story
Nintendo
2?
64 Toy Story.
Yeah,
and you were
I
like
had that.
really small in a giant
You were Buzz?
world. You were Buzz, I think.
Yeah, and you shoot the laser. I had that on PS1.
Yeah, that was so
really
fun.
good, yeah.
And ever since I played that, I think I rented that game from Blockbuster when I was a kid. And then ever since I played that game, I never finished it. And that's always sat in my brain as unfinished work. And I'm striving to find a game where I'm really small and the world is huge.
We should
so
do
I
a
can-
Let's Play.
Of Nintendo
Toy Story
64
2.
Toy Story 2.
Or PlayStation 1, yeah.
I think I still have my Nintendo 64.
We should do a Let's Play.
Where are we going to get Toy Story 2
13,
from?
10, 60, should we do a Let's Play?
No one can call the show, Mike. You keep saying 13, 10, 60. No one can call the show.
Isn't
Also,
that just a figure of speech people say when they're doing radio shows and podcasts? Like 13, 10, 60, call the show? I thought that was just like a figure of speech.
Oh, we should say why you're not on our show at the moment, actually.
Yeah. So Radio Dave's on it at the moment.
Yeah, because we just decided that we needed someone who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And Radio
Dave's much more experienced. He like paneled a bunch of shows in Sydney.
No,
Admittedly-
it's just a little bit weird. So the time slot that we're in now it's a talent development slot. So they're also trying to develop talent behind the scenes, and it's going to be a rotating thing. So they're setting up their own team behind the scenes that'll be permanent, and then the on-air people will rotate. So
yeah, it's weird.
So after the 8 weeks are done, Mike will move time slots, and Mike will hopefully come with us. Maybe
Yeah,
not. We don't
hopefully.
really know.
We
It's
don't
out of
know.
our hands, basically.
Yeah.
Because if it was in our control, we never would have worked with him in the first place.
Yeah. But also I am here. I am doing this. Like, obviously, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And, like, you're cool. But I am also promoting my podcast, 20th Century Boy, T0TH Century Boy, which is out now. And like, maybe some of you listen. I don't know.
You know what really shits me about your podcast? I can't search Radio Mike and find it.
Surely you can.
No, I have to search because you fucked up. You put the
Yeah,
title of the podcast 20th Century Boy, and then the
I noticed
artist.
that. How do I fix that? Can you show me how to fix it?
I don't know if you can, dude. We can have a look at it later, but I'm not too sure if you can.
No,
What-
I think I know what it is,
Yeah.
but I'll
Because
like,
so
it's not very
often I've been
interesting
like-
to talk about.
Oh, I wanna, show my friends
Yeah,
how
that's
bad your podcast is. So I
Yeah,
type in
and it
Radio
is
Mike,
bad.
and it doesn't come out.
Yeah.
And I go, oh well, I guess we'll have to laugh at someone else's. So I type in Luke Kidgel, and that one comes up.
Yeah, after this, I'll show you because I actually genuinely want to fix it. But yeah. Or do you want to do it live?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not providing tech support live. That's not what this is
So
going to be.
we should also say why this is episode 3 and what happened to episode 2 of this podcast.
Episode 2 we had to throw out because Mike accidentally fucked up the musical intro of episode 2. So
Wait, is that why?
Yeah, from memory.
What?
Didn't you?
I can't even remember. I
Yeah,
actually can't remember.
You started making musical noise, and then I started doing the words,
And
then
I
you
interrupted you, yeah.
me.
But it
So
will
we had
be
to throw
available
out-
on the black market eventually.
Yeah, VHS only.
Yeah.
On the black market, so only
Yeah.
criminals with VHS players can
Yeah.
get it. We should put it on VHR
Do
as
you
well.
reckon was there a point where like you could get podcasts on VHR? Do you want to be the first podcast to do VHR releases?
I think that'd be good because that's even more obscure than VHS.
Oh, isn't VHR the same as VHS?
I thought they were different. I thought for a minute
actually
there was different things because there was before Blu-ray there was something else that was just as good as Blu-ray.
but it
and
didn't
then
pick up.
Porn chose Blu-ray, so that's where the
Is that serious?
literally. And same thing happened with there was DVDs, or maybe
Yeah.
this was VHS VHR.
I think
I
there
don't
was
know.
like
I learned this in
CDVs, which was like CD video or something. I could be completely wrong, but there was another DVD kind of thing
yeah.
that never picked up. Dude, it's so interesting that like CDs. Are
Anyway, I'm going to search interesting facts.
Why? Are you
just
bored?
Said, no, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
I'm just-
guys. Are you bored?
We're
You know what happens on this podcast when one of us gets bored? Oh, Lewis has fallen asleep. That's what happens on the podcast when someone gets bored. Oh, he's moving the mic to his mouth as well. That's what happened when I was asleep. It was weird. Like, it just felt like my hand Should I try and wake him up, guys? 13 10 60. Should I try and wake him up?
Oh, sorry, we don't have a call
Sorry,
line.
you're asleep.
Yeah, but
You're
I heard
asleep.
you saying people to call us. We don't have a call line.
Sorry, man. I thought you were asleep. I was doing this whole bit about you being asleep, and then
Yeah,
you've
but
just
I just
woken
wanted
up.
to just let you know that we don't have a call line.
Sorry, guys. We don't have a call line, so
Yeah.
don't call that number.
Yeah, don't
Go
call
back
that
to
number.
sleep. Go back to sleep. Oh.
Well, I'm not bored.
Oh, is this interesting?
Yeah, it's kind of
To
interesting.
me, it's boring.
Oh no! Oh bloody radio! How are we gonna wake Radio Mike up? Maybe we should start. Maybe we should start asking about Tinder. So, the other day, Mike gave me a call about a girl.
No,
who
don't
had
talk about this. That's so stupid.
See,
No, I did this radio show today, and they tried to set me up on a date.
oh really?
Yeah.
You would have hated that.
I didn't like it. I was so nervous. I had to speak to her live, and then she followed me on Instagram.
Was she cute?
Yeah, she seemed really lovely, but
Give me a look.
no.
Give me a look.
Tell me what you were going to do.
Give me a look.
Maybe later.
Maybe we're at the 10-minute mark, at the 13-minute mark.
Okay. No,
Okay.
she doesn't have to. As long as you don't say her name, like she's.
I'm not going to say anything about her name. The
unwillingly
point is, I
become a part
want to
of
have
this.
a look.
That's so weird, man.
Is
I
that
don't know.
weird that I say it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's making me feel uncomfortable.
Why?
Actually, I'm so
I
uncomfortable.
only have pure
Sorry, man.
intentions.
Sorry,
I'm
man.
like, give me a look. Oh no, he's fallen asleep.
I'm not asleep. I'm actually dead.
Oh, really? How did you talk?
Because I'm not dead yet.
You know, no one can hear what you're saying because you don't have the microphone to your face, and you didn't bring the long cable.
Now I'm
Okay.
dead.
Interesting facts. Can an astronaut cry in space? All right. It's been confirmed
Can
that,
they?
that
That's
astronauts
cool.
can indeed cry. Let me read it to you. Don't read ahead. You're going to ruin the interesting fact. Astronauts can indeed cry in space. Tears run down your face because of gravity,
You know the song.
but they don't need gravity to form.
Do you know the song?
I'm halfway through the
Yeah,
act.
but do you
I'm
know the
halfway
song?
through the fact, and you're interrupting me with a separate sentence
Do
again.
you know the song "Tears Don't
Have
Fall"
you
by
heard
Bullet for My
the end
Valentine?
of my sentence?
Your tears don't fall, they crash around me.
When tears get big enough,
Can you
they
sing the
simply
song?
break. I don't know
I'm
the
halfway
fucking
through the song.
words.
It's like this old hardcore song everyone used to like in year 9.
Tears don't fall.
They crash around
sounds
me.
like that song,
Your conscience
Tears don't
calls. You're guilty to go home.
I know that song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play it. Can we play it?
No, we can't because it's a podcast. We'll get copyright claimed.
Will you?
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry,
no,
man.
he's
Legal
fallen.
talk. No, this is me dead. I'm dead.
Oh no, bloody Radio Mike's deceased.
Sorry, guys. I'm dead.
Well, that'll be the end of the podcast, guys. Radio Mike's dead. Oh, he's come back to
coming
life.
back to- I've
He's
come
come
back
back
to
to life. Ah, good.
Sorry,
Thank
guys,
the
I came
Lord.
back to
Can
life.
you talk into your mic?
Sorry, guys. I came back to life.
Fuck, bro.
Okay. Can an astronaut cry in space, Lewis?
Well, you'd fucking know that if you let me finish. I don't want to tell you anymore.
Your tears don't fall. Everyone look up that song. It's such a funny song. Man, all right. I've got a fun fact for you, actually, that not many people know.
Imagine if you were just walking down the street and that girl started to cry and you just started getting, like, tears just started crashing around you, right? So I'll be the guy walking down the street and then you just start to cry. I'm just
okay.
going down the street. I think I'm going to get myself a nice cappuccino. Oh, whoa, tears are crashing all around. I'm all wet again. Oh, this chick needs to see a therapist or something because this is so inconvenient. I just tried to go down the street and now tears are crashing all around me.
Yeah.
And also, for some reason, they're coming from underneath the ground because they don't fall. They only crash
Yeah,
around me.
that's weird.
That's strange. See, that guy who wrote that song doesn't know how gravity works because how can something crash and not fall unless this woman cries and they shoot out of her eyes like laser beams
She
directly
projectile
forwards
cries.
when she's sad.
That's a great superpower.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Like, you can only cry. You can.
you cry horizontally.
bullets, basically bullet tears.
Yeah.
Like they're as fast and as devastating as a bullet.
No
but
one
you
would
have to
ever
cry.
be
You have
mean
to
to
be
you.
sad. Yeah.
No one would ever be mean because if you were mean and they were looking at you, you're dead.
What would you name that superhero? I'd call it Crybaby.
No, I'd call
Oh
it.
no! Watch out! It's the Crybaby. Wah, psh.
Yeah, but that name becomes irrelevant once they stop being an infant.
No, because
would-
people like if someone's crying a lot now, you'd be like, "You bloody Crybaby."
I think that's ageist.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, well go on. What would you call it?
Whatever the name of that song is.
Tears Don't Fall.
Yeah.
That's not really a superhero name.
That's one of those names that when it translates from Japanese, it sounds weird, like tears don't fall, but in Japanese it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, true.
So she's more of a Japanese superhero.
Yeah, that would be a Japanese superpower.
Mm.
The Japanese were like really like big on superheroes back in the Crustacea period.
Really?
Yeah.
Bunch of crabs walking around
lobster powers, yeah.
in capes.
Yeah.
Well, how did the crabs make the capes?
I think they use sand.
Really?
Yeah.
Sand capes.
Sand capes, yeah.
Sand capes.
Sand capes.
Sounds like pancakes.
Sounds like sandscapes, which are like landscapes.
Sounds like
of sand.
sand skates, which is like ice skates, but just for sand.
Sounds like pan tapes, which is like tape that you use for panning gold.
Yeah, it sounds like manscape, which is when you trim your pubes.
It sounds like Jan Crepe, which is a crepe made by a woman named Jan who owns a store called Jan's
It
Crepes.
smells like jam crates, which is just crates full of jam.
Sounds like Span hates, which is when like you hate someone and it spans like a universe. It spans like a long time. Yeah.
Sounds like Dan Tastes. He's the guy who just goes around licking stuff.
My brother's name's Dan,
Oh.
but he's not Dan Tastes.
You ran out of rhymes before I did.
No,
I just won
didn't.
that little exchange.
I stopped playing because it was stupid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you saying this podcast is stupid?
I mean, yeah, but that's why that's the appeal of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, to be honest, man,
I just had one more.
yeah.
Sounds like Man Bates, which is a guy just exclusively masturbates
dude.
over men.
You just reminded me of one of the funniest things I have ever heard.
Okay.
But I can't tell you on the podcast.
What do you mean? Why?
I can't tell you on the podcast because I've been sworn to secrecy, and it would be wrong for me to tell it on this.
Well,
but
that means
when
that it
we
would be-
finish this, I'm going to tell you, and it's going to be so. You are
Okay.
going to love this.
Stay tuned for episode 4 where I tell you how funny it was. I'll let you know.
I am so sorry I brought it up, listeners, but I
bet-
had to remind them.
Okay, out of 10, okay, I guarantee you, whenever Mike says this is the funniest thing that's ever happened, a solid 4.
What?
I'm sorry.
I promise you are going to fucking find this
If
so
it's
funny.
over a 6, I'll be surprised. I'll let you know the actual rating in episode 4.
I might not even tell you then.
Oh, fine then. I guess we'll just cancel episode 4. I'm not doing episode 4. I'm not doing
Come
it.
on, do it.
No, I'm not doing episode 4.
Do episode 4.
No.
So what?
I'm
We're
putting
just
my
going
foot
to
down.
come back next week and do episode
Oh!
5. Oh, Lewis has fallen asleep. Wait, did you fall asleep or are you dead? Okay, he's fallen asleep because he's snoring.
I was just so bored of an argument.
He's really bored of the argument. Alright, I'm just going to play Smash Bros then.
Oh,
fucked.
no, I don't want you to play
No,
it.
I'm just playing Smash
No,
Bros.
you can't play Smash Bros. While we do the fucking podcast,
sorry, man, I'm bored.
First of all, you need to hold that microphone so you
I'm
can only...
either going to fall asleep or I'm going to play Smash Bros. So you decide. Anyway, guys, I'll walk you
Regardless,
through.
we're not doing episode
So
4.
it's
You've
just
blown
on the. So what are we going to do? Just do episode 5?
Yes.
So we do 1, 3, 5.
Yes, you've ruined 2 episodes so far.
We're only 2. This is the second episode, really.
So we've got a 50% success rate. This podcast sucks.
I think we should do Ep 4.
No.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm not doing Ep 5. If
Fine.
you're,
Okay. Here's my final deal. We'll do episode 6.
so we don't do Ep 4 and 5, but we do Ep 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do Ep 6.
All right,
well, sorry,
cool.
if that's
Deal.
how it's
Should we
got to
shake?
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's how it's got to be.
Fine. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Just missed out on 3 episodes so far.
Sorry, guys. Like, if we're having all these disputes, then we can't bring you the content. And,
Yeah.
13, 10, 60, how would you solve
No,
this problem?
we don't have a call line. I thought you... Oh, no. Every time you say that joke, I want to fucking fall asleep. This sucks. Anyway, let's check out what's trending on Twitter.
Why did you say it sucks? All right, if it sucks, then I'm leaving. Fine.
So on Twitter, what's trending is, Steve, can you stop annoying Luke? He's trying to work for free at my warehouse without paying me rent.
You asked me to be here.
Oh, why did I ask you to be here? Because you took my bathroom key.
Yeah, so stop shitting.
Sorry, Liz. I've had enough of this.
Oh no, no, you're wrecking my hair. I gotta fucking do a thing tonight.
All right, I'm wrapping Lewis up in tape. Sorry, guys. This is just how it's got to be. I'm taping us together because you're
taping us together?
Oh God, it's all over my arm hair.
Well, you know what? That's your problem. You're Italian, so you're way hairier than I am. So-
Sorry, guys.
Well, are we not being taped together anymore?
Oh yeah, we can be, just not on my arm.
Okay, well then maybe you tape my arm to your leg.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. Oh, that's all the tape.
That's all the tape.
Is it
Oh, no,
working?
it's not.
Oh, no, it's not. It's just one of those tape things. Do you think this is interesting for the people to see?
No, but
Ah.
it's interesting for me.
Yeah.
Do you think that when I was like, oh, we should do a podcast, do you think that that episode, our second episode, which is
Well, our
actually
third
episode 3,
episode,
would
yeah.
have... No, it's our second episode, but it's episode 3.
Yeah. So
Do you think... Well, actually, that's a lie. We recorded episode 2. We're just not releasing it.
Yeah.
Do you think that it would have ended with me taping... Well, you taping my arm to your leg?
A little bit. I
Yeah.
actually had this idea.
Yeah.
Like, why don't we, like, tape each other up or
Yeah.
tape our heads together? Oh,
Oh, I'm really itchy.
let's tape... Ow.
I'm just really itchy.
Sorry.
Thanks, man.
Camera's...
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is... So we do the rest of the podcast like this?
Yeah, I think we should. Well, we've only got
Do you
about
want to tape our
10
heads
minutes
together?
left.
Do you
Huh?
want to tape our heads together?
Nah, that'll suck. I'm not doing that. Can you? I can actually need that tape to send
Okay.
shit out. So can we not use all of it?
Sorry, man.
Fucking classic Mikey does one
hey,
funny thing. He's like, you know what we should do? This times 30.
What do you think of, like, since we've been taped together, like, how has your life changed?
Well, I was just thinking actually.
Like, can you do like a behind the scenes Instagram to be like, hey, we're
no,
doing this?
Don't. Can you
Don't
leave
do
him
that,
alone?
that's
He's trying to
stupid.
work for
Sorry,
free without
that's
paying me
stupid.
rent.
Stupid.
I was
Has it
thinking.
been different for you? My life's been so different because I can't put my... I'm going to put my foot down.
No,
I hope
you
that's
can't put
okay.
your foot down because my arm doesn't stretch that far.
Yeah, but can you... You'll have to move with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just,
Okay, now it looks kind of weird.
yeah, it does. I think that you'll just have to cross your leg, man.
I don't like this at all, but anyway.
Well, this was your idea, so unless...
Should we do a live untaping or should we be taped together till the next episode, and next episode we have to talk about all the crazy stuff we did taped together?
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. So next episode, which is episode 6, I believe, because
yeah.
we have to cancel the other 2. We will record them, but we won't release them. Episode 6.
Which is a shame because episode 2 had so much good content.
Oh,
in it.
so
I'm
good.
so sorry
We
you
went
guys
through
can't
the
hear it.
entire history of mankind, from the Cretaceous period to the Cretaceous period to the 1930s, where birds were banned.
Yeah,
because,
in the Crustaceous
because they ate
period.
crabs.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting, but
Yeah.
we did have to cancel that one. I'm sorry, that one was Mike's fault.
And to the calamari period.
the
Which was
calamari
where
period.
all the food on the planet
Mm.
died except calamari. So everyone ate calamari, but there were lots of deaths because you know how calamari is really stringy and it gets
Yeah.
got lots of choking deaths on calamari.
Yeah,
It's a really sad time.
that was a sad travesty.
Yeah, that was
Right.
only like in the 80s or
Yeah, in the 80s.
yeah. So we did from the birth of the universe until
Mm.
the calamari period, but we'll cover through the rest.
This
Maybe
is
in
actually a
episode
history
6.
podcast. Well,
Yeah.
episode 2 was more of a history podcast.
We wanted
this
to
is more
call
of
it
a
horrible.
taped together podcast.
Yeah, and obviously Ep 6 Ep 4 and 5 we're gonna have heaps of content about us being taped together and what we did.
Yeah.
But Ep 6 is where we'll do the untaping.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
the untaping there. So,
What's so funny?
well, I'm just going
Sorry,
through.
man, my legs are actually really sore. Can we
okay,
do?
Jeff. All right, we'll
Yeah.
just move down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit of
Oh.
a- What? I think
Nah,
the
was that not
I
not
think
good?
the sleep thing's run its course, man.
Okay.
I think it was a little bit funny when you did it 6 times in episode 1.
Yeah,
but then you
and
did it
150 times in episode
150 times in
2.
episode 2, and then you
Yeah.
did it a lot in this episode as
Yeah.
well. So
Actually,
think it's
you know
really-
what though?
what? Ow!
Hey guys, I'm back. It's
Oh.
Woody the cowboy.
Oh, Woody's back. Oh, hey, man.
I just thought I'd sit in on the rest of the show if that's okay. Oh, you guys are taped together.
Yeah, we're taped
Crazy.
together at the
You
moment.
guys are always doing crazy content on this show. Woody, do you listen?
So
I love
what's
the
happened
Luke and
here
Mike
is,
show.
is Mike ran out of things to say, so he's
No,
like,
I didn't.
what
I've got
jokes,
heaps of
what
stuff to
jokes have
say.
I already done? Okay, I did the sleeping thing. I'll do that again. The Woody thing.
Goodbye,
Don't
Woody.
throw my shit. That's fucking, I care about that.
It's a toy.
It's
You're not Andy.
It's
Who do
still
you think
my
you are,
shit.
Andy from Toy Story? Don't throw my toys. I care about
It's
them.
still my shit. Don't throw my shit.
Okay. Jesus. I don't know if we should
I don't
do
wanna be taped
episode
together
6.
anymore.
I don't want to do Ep 6.
Why?
Because you're yelling at me.
So? I always yell at you.
Well, I
That's
don't.
like our dynamic.
I think we should go straight to Ep 7.
I think that, again, you've run out of things to say, so
Fine.
you
We'll
repeat
do Ep 6.
jokes.
We'll do Ep 6 where we'll do our live on taping. All right.
Okay.
Anyway, what's trending on Twitter?
Well, what we've got is viewers share their thoughts on Steve Buscemi and Daniel Radcliffe. Don't want to see it. Daniel
know
Radcliffe,
Daniel Radcliffe?
not watching it.
When Harry Potter ended, like the last movie came out.
So did his career.
No, but like, you know what ruined it for him? He was so anti-Potter, which I understand because he'd done it his whole life. But he went on to all these interviews and was like, "Oh, Harry Potter, I'm so glad it's over." Like
He did do that.
yeah,
Hey, he was a bit.
he was
like,
being so arrogant about
He
it.
tried to move on from it so hard that everyone was like, "Oh, you're just the bitter Harry Potter cunt."
Yeah, it's like,
he should have
dude,
did what Ron did and fade into obscurity like a man.
yeah, with all your money. But like he's still cool. Like whatever. But
Is
like
he cool?
I don't know him. But like I don't mind. He can do whatever he
Oh,
wants.
you
right?
know my favorite memory of Harry Potter is when he took his shirt off in like the second last one, and I was at the midnight premiere or whatever, and I heard the anticipation, because he's got quite a handsome face. I heard the anticipation of every girl. He started taking his shirt off, and a few girls went, and then he's just showed everyone the world's sloppiest, palest rig.
Yeah,
and
right.
all of the I heard girls go, "Oh,
Really?
oh." Yeah, like they were just like, "Oh, fuck, that sucks."
Ah, that sucks.
But it would be weird if Harry Potter was jacked.
He's not supposed to be jacked.
No.
Like he's not Cormac McLaggen. He's Harry Potter.
Who was Cormac McLaggen?
Cormac McLaggen was like the guy who was, I think he was a Hufflepuff, and he was-
Hufflepuff, highest suicide rate of every Harry Potter house.
his main thing, no comment on that because it's just weird. His main thing was here's Lewis doing what Lewis does best. I've run out of things to say, so I'm just copying all of the jokes we've already done. Cormac McLaggen was the guy who was against Ron in Quidditch to be the keeper, and Ron beat him, and he liked Hermione for a bit.
Why
But anyway,
the fuck do you remember that?
because I like Cormac, he's a good character. No, we can't untape yet.
Oh,
Sorry, we accidentally came untaped, but we're not doing it yet.
I don't want to be taped together anymore.
Me
I'm
too.
done.
The tape's so uncomfortable as well.
Yeah. Whose idea was that?
That was yours, I think. I'm just looking at the run sheet. Yeah, it was yours.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought it was
Okay,
your
what are we
idea.
doing?
Do you know?
We got 4 minutes.
Fuck. Kanye West hired Kenny G to show up.
Who's Kenny G?
The guy who plays the clarinet.
Okay.
He's like a really famous clarinet player, and for Valentine's Day, he hired Kenny G to show up in Kim Kardashian's bedroom playing the clarinet surrounded by roses.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Yeah, really weird. It's
Was
the
he
most-
there?
Yeah, Kanye was there because imagine if he wasn't though, and fucking Kim just sucked Kenny G's dick. Like while he was blowing that clarinet, she was blowing him.
Okay.
Like, look how fucking weird this is.
That's
not even that
so
good.
weird. Imagine being that rich man. That you could
Yeah.
just do stuff like this.
Well, I was talking about it before. If someone fucking, if I got the email, and even if I no matter what I did, if I got the email and I was like a window washer, and the email said Kanye West wants to hire you to wash Kim's windows, I'd be like, oh, that's going to cost you $1 million.
Like, how are the roses all standing up like that?
They're in glasses, I think.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that fucking
That's
weird?
exorbitant, man.
Exorbitant. That's an exorbitant word.
Yeah, it's exorbitant.
Yeah, quite an exorbitant word.
It's
you've
from
just
the
used there.
it was from the exorbitant period in 1852.
Is that was when everyone just used massive words?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when everyone was
Do you know
just
what period
exorbitant.
we're in now?
What?
The joke repeat period.
Is
where-
that in 2019?
That's currently right now in this podcast where Mike goes, "Oh, what worked last time? Oh, I'll say that again." That was funny. It's a good. It's I gotta say one of my least favorite periods. Even worse than the tape
All right,
period.
we're nearly done, aren't we?
Yeah,
So we
we
have
are.
to start thinking about how because every episode we wrap
Oh, that's right.
in a different way. So
Um,
last week we wrapped up by pouring
By-
milk on our heads and then eating cereal off each other's heads.
But you'll never see that because that's in
Let's
episode
do.
2, which
We should probably
won't
do
release.
a simpler one this week.
Yeah.
Ep 1 we did the tall test.
Well, I've got a light here. And,
Yeah. Why
how
don't you
about-
make it look like I have an idea?
That's what I was going to do. I was going to.
Oh.
I have an idea. Can you plug this in?
Yeah. Where's the plugs?
It's just above your head.
Yeah, sure, man. Sorry, guys. For those who can't see the video, I'm just going to plug the light in.
Yeah, just plug the
Just
light
make
in
sure
there.
you're always thinking about people not watching the video.
Yeah,
So just
I will.
comment on things that are happening. So I'm just sort of off frame a bit. Lewis
Yeah.
is still in frame.
no,
Should I plug it in now?
Yeah, go plug it in. Mike's just started sucking an old man's penis.
No, I haven't
With-
done that.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't done that.
Put it away, Joseph.
How could I be... Okay, anyway, it's plugged in.
Okay. So what I'm going to do just to end the podcast.
Yes.
So I've got the light
I
bulb
got a
behind my
haircut
head.
today, by the way.
It looks nice. I like
nice.
it. This is one of your better haircuts, I would say.
Hey.
I got a haircut yesterday. What do you think of mine?
Did you get it cut?
Yeah.
Looks the same. Anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway, should I?
Just turn it on. Did it turn on?
Yeah, it's on. Oh,
Sorry.
do you have an idea, Lewis?
So I turn it off because I
sorry.
didn't know that was on.
Okay.
Now go again.
I'll punch you when it's on, so you know.
Okay.
Just lightly.
Ow. I've got an idea.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
We should end the podcast.
Okay.
My idea's over. Turn it off.
This has been Mike and Me, the new podcast.
No, I
Nintendo
say
Wii.
that.
Oh, sorry.
It's also me and Mike.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, go
We're gonna have
again.
to start again. I'll just put the idea. Okay.
So do I sing the "This has been Mike and Me" Nintendo Wii or not?
Well, now that you've ruined, that would have been a little bit funny, but you've just ruined it.
I just did it before.
No, you didn't get to the Nintendo
Yeah, I did,
Wii
but you
bit.
talked over me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay,
All
I've
right.
got an idea.
Light's not
Oh,
on yet,
okay,
so I
so
couldn't
sorry,
know. Hang
do it
on.
again.
Right, so switch on, I punch you,
Yeah.
you say your idea.
Why'd you punch me there?
Because I said I was going to punch you,
You
when
said
it's
you were
on.
going to punch me in the shoulder.
I never specified where I was
Why
going
you
to
can't
punch
just
you.
punch someone in the solar plexus? That sucks.
Solar plexus.
That's where it
What are you
sucks to get-
from? The exorbitant period?
Do it again.
Okay.
Don't punch me there.
Okay.
Ooh, fuck. Okay, I think I'm going to get electrocuted. Maybe this was a bad idea.
No, you're not going to get electrocuted. Let's
Are
do
you
it.
sure?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I should punch you. Okay, I've got it.
Now I'm really scared. I've had an idea.
Oh, what is it, Lewis? It seems interesting. It seems like you've got a really good one.
We should end the podcast.
Okay. This has been Mike and Me.
Me and
Nintendo Wii.
See you later.
See you later, guys. This was a good one.
We'll be back.
Rate it. It really helps the channel if you rate it.
It's not going
like,
on iTunes.
subscribe, donate to the Patreon. Couple bucks
They're
a month
already
to go
here.
a long way.
Keep
Listen to my
supporting.
podcast, 20th Century Boy.
Yeah, listen
And
to
you know
Mike's
what else?
podcast.
And you know what else?
What?
You guys have a great day. We respect you.
All right, we
Cut.
need to record episode 3, no,
3,
4,
4,
5, and then
Yeah, 4, 5, and then
but
we'll
then
do
we'll
6.
delete those. And
Yeah.
we'll do 6. All right,
Yeah,
we'll see you in
cool.
episode 6.
See you guys.